Jenny Williams didn't look like a threat to anyone. In her mid-30s, quiet, small-framed, with soft brown eyes, she had a presence that felt more healing than hostile. She worked from home, minded her business, and took walks every evening with her black Labrador Shadow. To most people, she was just another widow trying to rebuild her life after losing her husband. But tonight, everything changed. It started with flashing blue lights and tires grinding angrily to a stop. Jenny froze on the sidewalk beside her home, Shadow at her side, ears raised. 2 police cruisers boxed her in. A third slid behind her, sealing off escape. The doors flung open and 3 officers stormed toward her, hands already, resting on their weapons. "Ma'am, hands where I can see them," one of them barked. Jenny held up her hands slowly. What's going on?" "We got a report of a robbery suspect in the area. Black female, dark hair, suspicious behavior," the lead cop sneered. "Matches you." "Suspicious behavior?" Jenny blinked in disbelief. She was literally holding a dog leash and a bag of groceries. "I live right here." She pointed to her house behind her, heart pounding. Shadow stepped slightly forward, a low rumble building in his chest. "Control your dog!" Another officer snapped, reaching for his taser. "He's not aggressive," Jenny said quickly. "He's—" "Shut up," the lead officer cut in. "Turn around. Hands on your head." Jenny swallowed. She could see the neighbors peeking through curtains. Phones recording, but no one stepping out. No one helping. This wasn't just a misunderstanding. This was harassment. 2 officers approached, ready to cuff her, when the third one, a younger cop, nodded toward Shadow. "What about the dog?" "We'll deal with him if he moves," the lead officer grinned darkly. Shadow growled again. Jenny's pulse spiked. Something old and buried flickered behind Shadow's calm eyes. Not fear, readiness. "Please," Jenny warned. "You don't understand what you're about to do. Enough." The lead cop grabbed her arm. "If you're still watching at this point, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel and lets me keep bringing you powerful stories like this one. Now back to the story." The moment he yanked her, everything exploded. Shadow launched, fast as lightning, but he didn't attack blindly. His movements were precise, controlled, military. Before the nearest cop even flinched, Shadow disarmed him, ripping the baton from his belt with a calculated strike. The officer spun to regain balance, but Shadow had already pivoted, slamming a forepaw into his knee. The officer dropped, screaming. The second cop raised his taser, too slow. Shadow sprang again, jaws snapping, not at flesh, but the taser itself. He locked onto it, ripped it clean from the officer's hand, and flung it aside. The lead officer fumbled for his gun, but Shadow was already in his face, teeth bared, one silent warning away from lethal. All 3 officers froze. Jenny stepped forward, voice steady now, calm, commanding. "Shadow, stand down." Instantly, the dog withdrew, returning to heel position, silent, focused, watching. The cops stared in shock. What kind of dog is that?" one gasped. Jenny looked at them, expression unreadable. "He's not a pet," she said. "Shadow is a specialized K-9 unit, retired special forces, trained for classified missions. My husband trained him." "Wait, your husband?" the younger cop asked. Jenny's gaze dropped briefly. "My late husband, Sergeant Michael Williams, U.S. Army Special Operations. K-9 Division." The lead cop swallowed. Jenny continued. "Shadow isn't just trained, he responds to hostile intent. So when you grabbed me, he reacted exactly as he was trained to react. To defend!" The officers were pale now, silent. We didn't know," the younger officer said quietly. Jenny tilted her head. "Why would you?" "You didn't ask. You saw a black woman and assumed criminal. You came here aggressive, ready to hurt someone." The lead cop tried to regain control. "Ma'am, this is still a police investigation." Jenny reached into her pocket and pulled out a badge. Not a police badge. Department of Defense Security Consultant, Level 5 access. Their faces drained. "I work with the Pentagon now," Jenny said calmly. "I train federal personnel on threat, assessment, and situational conduct." Her voice sharpened. "And what I just witnessed wasn't policing. It was profiling, illegal use of intimidation, and reckless endangerment. None of them spoke. "Now," Jenny said, "you're going to apologize." "Then you're going to leave." The lead cop twitched, jaw locking. Shadow growled, one low warning. "I'm sorry," the officer choked. Jenny stared him down. "To me and my dog." He looked at Shadow, terrified. "I'm sorry." The other two mumbled apologies. Jenny turned away and started walking toward her house, then paused. "Oh, and officer," she said over her shoulder, "next time you think about harassing someone, remember this. You never truly know who you're dealing with." Shadow padded beside her, lethal again only in silence. Nobody breathed. For the first time, someone had stood up to them. And won.